Airplane hash information about the 1970 Japanese Airlines hijacking, Somali. Asterisk here is the report of the events surrounding the hijacking of Japan Airlines, Flight 351, asterisk the beginning of the kidnapping asterisk asterisk in 1970, a Japan Airlines flight carried passengers from different walks of life, including tourists, businessmen, and adults and children. Asterisk asterisk after 20 minutes of the plane being in the air, the situation turned tense when a young Japanese man, the leader of the hijacking group, Takamura Tamiya, stood up. Asterisk asterisk Takamura Tamiya, 27, loudly announced that the plane had been hijacked, pulled a samurai sword from his belt, and threatened the passengers. Asterisk asterisk he was accompanied by 8 other passengers, mostly young people, most of whom were university students. Among them was Moriaki Wakabayashi, a guitarist for a music band. Asterisk asterisk these young men, 9 in number, gathered together with the sole purpose of hijacking the plane. They had invented nicknames for themselves and did not know each other's names. Asterisk asterisk the hijacked flight was a domestic Japanese flight numbered 351. Asterisk asterisk the group of kidnappers wore long cloaks to conceal their swords and other weapons, which included swords, small knives, and guns. They also claimed to be carrying explosives in bags. Asterisk asterisk the hijackers quickly took control of the plane, and their leader held the pilot and his assistant at gunpoint, ordering them to obey. Asterisk the purpose of the kidnapping and the change of location. Asterisk asterisk the team leader, Takamura, ordered the pilot to divert the plane towards Cuba. Asterisk asterisk these students were fascinated by communist ideology and the Cuban Revolution led by Fidel Castro and Che Guevara. Asterisk asterisk Cuba was a dream or paradise for anyone with communist ideology. Asterisk asterisk the hijackers belonged to a Japanese organization called the Red Army, and their goal was to go to Cuba to receive military training in preparation for overthrowing Japanese rule. Asterisk asterisk the pilot informed the hijackers that the Boeing 727 was small and not prepared to cover the 12,500 kilometers distance between Japan and Cuba. Asterisk asterisk when the hijackers realized that Cuba was out of the question, they decided to turn to North Korea, a communist country close to Japan. Asterisk asterisk the pilot then told them that the plane did not have enough fuel to reach North Korea, as it was a domestic flight, and there was only enough fuel to land in Fukuoka. Asterisk asterisk Takamura agreed to land in Fukuoka to refuel, then fly on to North Korea. Asterisk the South Korean traders' plan. Asterisk asterisk the plane landed at Fukuoka Airport in the early morning of March 31st, 1970. Asterisk asterisk Deputy Minister of Transport, Shinjiro Yamamura, was the Japanese government's top official responsible for resolving the issue. Asterisk asterisk with the vice ministers aimed to buy time, the Japanese and South Korean governments quickly devised a secret plan to betray the kidnappers. Asterisk asterisk the plan was to land the plane at the airport in the South Korean capital of Seoul, but to show the hijackers that it had landed in the North Korean capital of Pyongyang. Asterisk asterisk the pilot knew about the plan, having been given a secret letter with a message, and deliberately deceived the hijackers that the plane was low on fuel, even though it was fully fueled. Asterisk asterisk South Korean authorities quickly cleared Gimpo, Seoul, airport of South Korean symbols, put up North Korean flags everywhere, and gathered a crowd, including female students, who sang to welcome the heroes who had broken the Prime Minister's standards. Asterisk asterisk when the plane landed, the hijackers found themselves in North Korea. Asterisk asterisk before the group disembarked the plane, Takamura was suspicious when he saw a foreign vehicle and a black American soldier standing by to greet the crowd. The American troops were there because 2 of the plane's passengers were American. Asterisk asterisk Takamura asked the authorities to bring him a large portrait of North Korean leader Kim Il-sung, which they failed to do. Asterisk asterisk finally, Takamura opened the plane door and asked the bus driver loudly if they were in Seoul, who replied yes. Asterisk the end of the occupation. Asterisk asterisk the kidnappers discovered the deception and resumed negotiations with the Deputy Minister of Transport, Shinjiro Yamamura. Asterisk asterisk after hours of negotiations, North Korea sent a message saying it was ready to welcome the 9 students, and guaranteed the safety of the plane and its return to Japan. Asterisk asterisk Japanese authorities then offered the hijackers a deal to release all passengers, and in exchange, to kidnap one important person, who was the Deputy Minister of Transport, Shinjiro Yamamura. Asterisk asterisk the Deputy Minister volunteered to be a hostage to save the passengers, adhering to the Japanese tradition of the person in charge taking responsibility for the incident. Asterisk asterisk the hijackers and the Deputy Minister were exchanged for one of the hijackers to ensure trust, and then all the passengers were released. Asterisk asterisk the plane was allowed to fly to North Korea, accompanied by the 9 hijackers, the Deputy Minister, the pilot, his assistant, and one crew member. The plane landed safely at Pyongyang Airport. Truth and the heel. The kidnappers admitted to the deputy minister, while in North Korea, that all the weapons they carried, including samurai swords and explosives, were fake or toys. The deputy minister, the pilot, and the crew returned to Japan 2 days later and were given a hero's welcome. The 9 students remained in North Korea. Their goal of receiving training was not achieved. North Korean leader Kim Il-sung used the hostages as a tool to boast about his propaganda, living a luxurious life in a village called Little Japan inside Pyongyang. 2 of the 9 members of the gang were recaptured. 1, Yoshimi Tanaka, was arrested in Thailand while operating a counterfeit US dollar banknote operation. The other, Yashiro Shibata, was arrested in Japan while carrying a fake passport. The other 7 survivors of the group of 9 are still alive or dead in North Korea.